Guys, you kind of look at the stats, shooting-wise, stuff like that, and everything looks pretty good on paper. What do you think kind of was the difference for you tonight?
I think a big difference in this game was the amount of turnovers we had. We weren't able to get as many good looks at the basket because we weren't taking care of the ball, and that starts with me, and so I take full responsibility for that. And so I think that was a big part of it. We got to limit our turnovers, and then they also got a lot of bonus possessions as well because of their offensive rebounding. So that took possessions away from us as far as the turnovers, and then they gained extra possessions getting those offensive boards. And so when it comes down to that, when they have that many more possessions than us, it's going to be a tough game to win. Yeah.
Audi, how do you feel? What were the challenges that they presented in terms of the different looks that they brought for you?
Sure. I mean, people are starting to throw anything and everything they can in the post, and Oklahoma was pretty consistent with that double team, no matter what. And so we were able to get some kickouts, and we knocked down some big shots tonight. Regardless of what the score says, I think we really converted on the double teams and took advantage of that. But, yeah, they were showing a lot of different things. They mixed up who was guarding me and when they brought the double, from which side they brought the double. But like Em said, some things we just got to clean up, and some things just can't happen. Our effort doesn't show up on paper, and I think was the main difference tonight.
You guys have kind of hit a rough stretch here. How do you bounce back and get back to what you guys were doing at the start of Big 12 play, where things were kind of rolling for you?
Yeah, Big 12's tough. It's a gauntlet. It's gonna be a challenge, and we knew that coming into the season. And so, when things are going great, you got to ride that as long as you can. But then when things aren't going well, you got to be able to dig yourself out of that. And that's something that we're in right now. And I have full belief in this team that we'll do that. And I'm excited that we're gonna be able to get back to work and find a way to get out of this. And there's no other team I'd want to do it with.
One last thing, you mentioned like the opportunities to kind of get back on track. I know we're fresh off this, but you look ahead to this next week right away. It seems like there's some big opportunities to really do that.
Yeah, I think big thing for us is taking it one day at a time and one game at a time. And so we have tomorrow off, so we're going to rest our bodies, get ready to go again. And our big focus is having a really good practice Monday. And so that's really what our main focus is on.
For either of both of you, it felt like whenever you guys were able to kind of make a push and a run, they would hit a big shot, which frequently in this building doesn't happen. And not only that, they come back with a run of their own. How tough was that, given that you battled back a number of times and they'd go on a 8-0 run, 10-0 run, and just create enough daylight that makes it hard?
Yeah, that's what Oklahoma does. I mean, the second that you get some momentum going, they're going to try to push it in transition. They're one of the best transition offenses in the country, and to their credit, they did that tonight. But basketball's a game of runs, so when they respond, then we needed to respond. And I feel like we didn't necessarily do that, and we weren't our best defensively tonight.
Emily, just as this team's senior kind of leader, what's your message, either tonight or Monday next practice, whenever that is? What's your message to the team, going forward that day?
Yeah, I think a big thing for us is just doing it together. If we, at this point in the season, start trying to figure out by ourselves and for ourselves, that's when things are going to go south. And so the biggest part about playing basketball is just finding a way to connect as a team and get through it together and as a unit rather than trying to do it individually.
Thanks, guys.